Hello! So, I know my, sound is, really bad. I'm hoping to start, getting better soon. I'm hoping to get a new computer because that's all I have to record on. The lighting is semi-okay today. We're doing this at night, and we just have, the two other lights turned on, one over here and one over here. And my sister just left to go to the store with my dad. And I'm so happy because one of my sisters is here. So now I just need the other one to show up. And she's coming on the 19th. This sister got here last night. And it's just so awesome to finally have one of my sisters here and get to play with her, because the only time I ever get to with her is over Skype. But my other sister, she doesn't live as far away, so she has come and visited me twice. But yeah, I'm just sitting here and I'm being bored, and I haven't had a fever in, well, I had a 101 one night, and then I had a 102 the next night, and then I went an entire day with no fevers, an entire night with no fevers, and I went all day today without fevers. So if I just go tonight without fevers, and tomorrow morning they're going to take my blood, and I get my results back in the afternoon, then my sister can stay the night, because my mom likes to be able to know that I'm going to be okay. So she stays here with me when my immune system levels are low, or my ANC counts are low, or I just have a fever and I'm not doing good. So yeah, hopefully I'm all good so that my sister can spend the night. I'm really super hungry. Mom made spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Spaghetti! So Crystal and I tried this new project today. Amazing new project. So, 3D hand. Mine is not that great, but hers isn't all that great either. It was our first try. Actually, it was more like our 5th try. We failed a lot. And we turned all of our old failures into snowflakes. Here's my sister's. Hers, I think, looks better than mine because she used more color and filled it in more. Mine, I think, is more mixed. I don't know. Comment down below. Do you think looks better? And I'm now up to 6 subscribers. If you watched my 5 subscribers puppet show, there was a really long video building up to that, but YouTube hates me, so it deleted it. I don't know. The universe is just cruel. Cruel universe. What is with my eyebrows? Okay, does anybody else notice this eyebrow looks like it zips down longer than this eyebrow? This eyebrow just goes whoop, and this one's Am I the only person who notices that? Oh, am I just crazy? Also, the fact that I only have a dimple on this side of my face. Nothing. Dimple. I blame that on my teacher, Mr. Mack, because he was the scary teacher that we were all afraid of, but we all loved him because he was so fun, but scary. He used to throw whiteboard erasers at us when we weren't paying attention, or pens, we'd have to try and catch them. And so one day, he came up to me and he's like, "Hey, you," and he's insanely tall. He's really tall. And so it's scary. And he always has coffee in his hand, so he always has a mug of coffee. And he goes, "You have dimples. I never noticed that." And he pokes this dimple, and ever since then, I haven't had a dimple right here. It's just been gone. And there was this one time. Well, there was this one girl, and her name was Emmy, and she was from Canada, and she was really cool. We're okay, friend. I wasn't sure where I was going with that, because we started out friends, but we became friends because we were both friends with this one, we were both best friends with this one super mean girl, but we both didn't like each other because we both wanted her for ourselves, but we didn't know why, and then the mean girl started being so mean to both of us that we bonded over it, and then we became really good friends. I don't understand it. But she was also kind of on the rough side, mean and shy and mean. So Mr. Mack used to take her water bottle off And she would always make these weird little noises, like, and she would, like, she used to have this really bad habit, but she broke it, of always having her hands up like this, and, there's also this thing we do called the magical Emmy. Let me just demonstrate that to you. Emmy, if you ever watch this. Magical Emmy. That was magical Emmy. That's where I got my habit of doing this. Whenever I post a picture, like, if you look on my Facebook page, I have, like, 4 pictures of me just doing that. And I only have, like, 10 pictures. I don't post pictures a lot. I just post status updates. I don't really need to post pictures. I don't feel the need to post pictures unless, like, I'm posting a picture of my robot, and I'm like, there's blood coming out of it. I'm like, boom! Be grossed out. There's a lot of little kids today, and I don't want to say this, but there was this little boy, and he went by my room, and he had a lot of hair, like, he had, like, a unibrow, and, like, a frizzy, like, afro when he was a baby. And when he looked at me, he scrunched his face up, and he looked like an Ewok. I wanted it. He was so cute. He looked like a tiny Ewok. My sister agreed with me. And then me, my sister, and my mom, we all sat at the table this morning painting our nails. Mine, I didn't paint mine. I painted my mom's. But then my mom was like, Angela, this is ugly. And then she, like, turns and she's like, Crystal, paint my nails. And I'm like, okay. I just started playing with stuff on the table. And, yeah, my sister and I have had a lot of fun. Yeah. There's also some videos on Facebook of me just being a total weirdo. Like, I had this really big burst of energy this afternoon, and I was really happy. Oh, I was telling a Mr. Mac story. I have no brain today. I have been dumb. Okay, let me tell my hyper story, and then I'll get back to the Mr. Mac and Emmy story. I was really hyper, and I literally got up, and I played the cha-cha slide, and I did a really random dance to that, and then I did a dance to Peanut Butter and Jelly, and then bird is the word. Like the Stephen Bear song, you know, like, bad, bad, bad. Bad is the way to say it, bad, bad, bad. Bad is the way. That's a really annoying song, but I don't know. Oh, and I also did, I don't want to be a chicken, I don't want to be a duck, but a chicken, and then I looked up random facts that nobody knew, like Donald Duck was banned in Finland because he had no pants. The average right-handed person will live 9 years longer than the left-handed person. So if you are left-handed, I advise that you become a right-handed person. Start learning how to write with your mouth. See, I just don't get that. Science. Science and logic. None available. So, yeah, back to the Mickey Mouse story. Yeah, right. I have a TV going over my head. Back to the Emmy and the Mr. Mac story. So Mr. Mac used to always take Emmy's water bottle. Whenever she would make one of those weird noises, he would open it up and sprinkle some on her head. Well, I didn't have a sprinkle water bottle. I just had like one of the ones where you take off the cap and it just goes squirt. And one day her water bottle was empty. So he takes off the cap and he just squirts her with mine. And if your shoelaces were ever untied, he would tie you to the desk, then duct tape you to the desk. And if you were not wearing a belt, and he could see your underwear, this is for the boys, he would tie a rope through your belt loop. The man liked duct tape. He liked erasers. He liked pens. I remember when I was in 4th grade and he was going to be my 5th grade teacher, I was really frightened. And I walked into his classroom and I had these really cool light up shoes that I was so proud of that I just got. Like, I was a 5th grader. It was my first day of 5th grade. I wasn't actually in his class. I was considered to be in Miss Birdsall's class, who was the 4th grade teacher. Like, there was a group of us. that were considered in her class because we didn't all fit into the one class. And it was like me and like, I don't know, I think it was like 7 others? I don't know. But we were all moved into like a different classroom. And so I was kind of happy that I didn't have to have Mr. Matt because I was so afraid of him. And so we were in a different classroom. We had a different teacher. But they moved us back into that classroom. For my first day, I was in Miss Birdsall's room, and I had to put my books out of Mr. Mack's room all by myself. And I was really frightened, and I was wearing my really cute light-up shoes. And I try and sneak across the room, and he stops me, and he goes, "Hey, you! What's with your shoe?" And I just look up, and I'm like, "They light up." And he's like, "Can you turn them off?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "I don't know how to turn them off. Give me duct tape and a hammer." And I'm like, "No!" And I freak out, and then he just starts laughing hysterically at me. And makes the rest of my class laugh at me. But the good thing is that I had been with that class since I was in preschool. So, yeah. We were all really close. And, yeah. But then I got moved into his class, and it was actually a lot of fun. But, probably, one of like, my closest friend is probably my friend Marky. She's just amazing. We've been friends since we were like 2 years old. And then my second closest, these are like besides my family, because like it would have to be my mom and my dad and my sister is very specific, and then Marky. But my friend Alicia, I call her Bagel because her last name sounds like Bagel. Call her Bagel. And she's just really, really fun. And she's a lot like me. Marky's a little bit more shy. Alicia is more outgoing like I am. On our first day of school, we were both going to a new school, and our principal, her name is Sue. Amazing. She's like the best person ever. She put us together, and she's like, "Do you guys know each other?" And we're like, "No." And she's like, "I think you guys will get along well." And she was totally right, because we ended up being really good friends. And then we met these 2 other kids, and we became really good friends with them. And yeah, we're all just our group of people. And then there's my friend Abby, she went to St. Andrews, which is where I went to school for a year. Didn't really fit my schedule, so I changed schools. And I like my new school. But Abby, I was just able to get a hold of her again because she's a boarding student, so she doesn't get herself on often. So I got a hold of her again, and she's really happy to hear from me. And she said that she was really depressed for like 2 days after I got sick. And she was like crying. And the one thing I missed, like there's something that I missed a lot about St. Andrews, and that is the fact that you go to one house and all of your friends are there. Because there was only like, I don't know, 10 people in the school, in the whole school. It was like a little private academy. There's only like 10 kids in the whole school. So they were just all right there in that house, and you could all just go run out and play a game together. It was awesome. In the school, there's 6 kids in my class, and I think 50 students. I think there's 6 kids. I don't know. Let me count. Sorry if I'm miscounting kids in my class. The reason why I feel okay to bully Clay sometimes is because they're not bully, but I feel free to be mean to him because he's mean to me, and he looks exactly like my younger brother. Exactly. So it just feels like he's my younger brother. But Clay likes to do this weird thing where he goes whenever like we make a mean comment. I think there's like 6 or 7. Now that I'm not there, I think it's 6. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to end this video soon because stupid YouTube won't let me upload anything more than 15 minutes, and I like 40, 48. So have a perfectly positive day. And thank you for all of you who are staying my subscribers through my weirdness.